Been waiting to talk to you.
Who are you?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minutemen. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed in the itch.
All quiet, which is how we like it.
Glad to meet you. We could use some more veterans around here.
Ah, well, you're right about that. I feel like some of these you've got still may need...
I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants...
At least we're trying to help people. Can you say the same?
Don't give me any attitude, Missy. I've been a Minuteman longer than you've been alive. But I've heard some good things about what you've been doing. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for...
We can always use more experienced soldiers.
Yeah, you're not kidding. But I had something more specific in mind. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located...
Sure.
All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on. This is the door to the armory. Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
Do you know some way to open this door?
No, and even if we could blast it open, we'd probably destroy what's inside. Well,
Sure.
If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the north...
Excuse me.
Just hold your horses and follow me. This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory. This tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen Alert.
Come on. Let's get down. Pretty dark down here. We better watch our step.
There we go.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my... Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I don't want to get anyone into trouble.
We'll find out. One way. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help. Breaking the code on his courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser Killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This lady is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating her...
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Hopefully we can work something out.
What you're asking for puts us in a tricky position.
Des, we need to let her in. She's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. She killed a Courser. There's no way she's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
We having fun yet?
Don't try anything, stranger.
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Hey there.
Give Tom time. He'll get that chip decoded.
We're in.
Give Tom time.
Chip accessed.
He'll get that
Just
chip
poke the
decoded.
analog connectors a little. What?
Latest scientist from Stanford.
Oh man, don't crash.
No change.
Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes.
They find switchboard
Encryption
files.
algorithms. All right, we're still running.
We have any leads on the next
Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last
Don't
cipher.
try anything,
This is
stranger.
gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. All right, solve for N. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Hey,
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
yeah. I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as prop...
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. I have a question. The only question that matters.
I risk my life for people every day. Makes no difference to me if it's a human or a synth.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go. We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract...
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Do you really have to be so cagey?
The precautions are necessary. In our business, if we underestimate our enemy's capabilities, it's game over. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Too bad. I was hoping to get some beer money out of it.
If you're picking up the tab, never mind.
Right.
So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. I'm just gonna come out and say this.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need...
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but
Sign me up then.
perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway.
We're sucking down a lot of rads sticking around here.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
Does it matter?
No, you're right. It doesn't really. You're not the only one who's been... I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack this... You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been here. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
This device, this will...
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you. It's my only hope for ever being.
Right.
Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
It's not raining. What do you need, General?
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named...
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found any. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only...
What gave you the idea we're friends?
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, teleportation. This is...
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Just tell me what we need so I can get started.
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to... I'm ready when you are. Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
No use.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now? What else can I say to eat?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach the Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future. No matter...
But... director?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know just... I know there's more for us to discuss. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build, and now, After all these years, you have an opportunity.
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only... I simply ask that you give the Institute... We really do have humanity's best interest at... Will you take that? Just. The Institute. You want to introduce yourself to the division. And finally, Dr. Lee in advance.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really.
He's definitely...
Yes. It's pushed our technology to the limit. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have... But... I'll admit, I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, do you think you could...
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but...
Sean?
Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim the Commonwealth. Our advances will, in time, change the world.
Almost
It's an
done.
honor to have you
Just
here,
need
ma'am.
to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive.
Bet it's pretty boring down here.
No
compared to
visible
up there.
reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger.
Terminal should open this.
And the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as... How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Yeah?
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future. Yes?
Yes?
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Hi.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!